This video is a read aloud for the Day 17 assessment. As you listen, if you find that you need to stop and rewind or just pause, feel free to do so. Read the poem and the drama. Then answer the questions that follow. The Sky is Low by Emily Dickinson. The sky is low, the clouds are mean. A traveling flake of snow across a barn or through a rut debates if it will go. A narrow wind complains all day. How someone treated him. Nature, like us, is sometimes caught without her diadem. Not a Cloud in the Sky by Martine Nowak. The setting is the front lawn of a small house on a dead-end lane. The yard is littered with the cast-offs of a family, 2 old bicycles with training wheels, a stack of board games, and numerous packs of trading cards. There are also items such as a toaster and an old cooking grill displayed on top of a picnic table. The time is late morning. The month is July. A strong sun beats down on the heads of Thomas, 14 years old, and his brother Alec, 12 years old. Thomas, pacing up and down by the picnic table. Where is everyone anyhow? It certainly isn't the weather that's keeping people away from our yard sale. There isn't a cloud in the sky. He pushes his baseball cap back on his head and looks around, squinting in the sunlight. There are still no customers approaching. Alec, staring down at the grass, where a cabbage butterfly has just alighted on a patch of clover. Maybe no one will buy this old stuff, Tom. There's rust on both of the bikes. Who really wants a bunch of board games all strapped together with string and rubber bands? From within the house, we overhear the thumping sounds of heavy objects being moved across the floor, and the voices of the boys' parents engaged in packing. Thomas, I can't wait to sell everything and jump in that van. I've always wanted to live in the city, and it's finally going to happen. He glances over at a swing set in the corner of the yard. This place was great when we were little kids, but there's nothing much to do here now. You have to admit, the city is much more exciting, and we'll meet new people and everything, right? And you'll get to visit as many museums as you like, whenever you like, and bring your sketch pad. And when you're ready for high school, there are schools that specialize in art. Mom told me all about it. She says it's a huge selling point. Alec, in a dull, flat voice. Yeah, I guess so. Miles of museums in the city. Thomas, hey, here come a couple of little kids. That little girl looks just the right size for your old two-wheeler. Hi, kids, come on over. Look at all the things you might want to buy. Or have your parents buy, I mean. Here's a set of baseball cards I've been collecting for years, but you can have them for just $2. Little girl, those are boys' bikes, huh? Do you have any bikes for a girl? Alec, sorry. He bends down to look into the child's eyes. You ought to ask your mom and dad for a real nice bike, made for a girl with white streamers on the handles. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Betsy, right? Little girl, scowling. My name is Miriam. My brother is Mark, but he's only 2.5. Thomas, positioning himself between Alec and the children and displaying a broad grin. We have some incredible stuff here for kids just your ages. We've got a basket stocked with great toys. Toys we'd keep for ourselves if we weren't moving to a small apartment in the city. Alec loses all interest in the proceedings. He wanders over to the rock garden that boasts a scattering of small purple flowers. He begins to speak, even though no one seems to be listening. It took us weeks to get this garden the way Mom wanted it to look. We must have made half a dozen trips to the gardening center. I helped her to design it. I think I still have the sketches I did before we started working on it. And over there is where I first met Janine. She just wandered over from her new house and asked if she could swing on our swing set. Boy, I never thought we would become such great friends. And camping out on the lawn in Dad's old army tent, the noises of the crickets and the shadow the bats made, and how scared I was when Tommy crept out of the tent at midnight and started growling like a bear until Dad came out with a flashlight and told us to settle down or come on back in the house. I don't know what it will be like not to live here anymore. This is where I've been my whole life, and Tom too, even though he doesn't seem to care about it. Not the way I do, anyhow. Alex stands with his back to his brother and the jumble of the yard sale, hands in his pockets. From what seems to be a blue sky, a light rain begins to fall, watering the rock garden and sending the little customer shrieking across the lawn, heading back home. Question 1. How does the speaker use figurative language to describe the flake of snow in the first stanza of the poem? A. The speaker explains the sound it makes. B. The speaker exaggerates the way it travels. C. The speaker describes how it thinks. D. The speaker compares it to the sky and the clouds. At this time, you may pause the video as you make your selection. Question 2. What is the connotation of the word debates in line 4 of the poem? A. The snowflake seems uncertain and hesitant. B. The snowflake seems angry and quarrelsome. C. The snowflake appears to be speaking to someone. D. The snowflake appears to be playing with someone. At this time, please pause the video as you make your selection. Question 3. What impact does the use of rhyme have on the poem? A. The rhyme creates a powerful emotional effect. B. The rhyme creates a drowsy, monotonous effect. C. The rhyme creates a musical effect, as in a song. D. The rhyme creates a conversational effect, as in dialogue. Please pause the video as you make your selection. Question 4. Answer parts A and B below. Question 4, Part A. Based on the play, Not a Cloud in the Sky, which statement best describes Thomas's point of view about moving to the city? A. He doesn't understand why Alec is so excited to move. B. He is afraid to move but is making the best of the situation. C. He thinks the move to the city will be a very good thing. D. He is sorry to leave the old home with all of its memories. Please pause the video as you make your selection. Question 4, Part B. Which sentence from the play best supports the answer to Part A? A. You have to admit the city is much more exciting, and we'll meet new people and everything. B. It certainly isn't the weather that's keeping people away from our yard sale. C. Yeah, I guess so. Miles of museums in the city. D. Here's a set of baseball cards I've been collecting for years, but you can have them for just $2. Please pause the video as you make your selection. Question 5. Which phrase signals a major change in the focus of the poem? A. A traveling flake of snow. B. Debates if it will go. C. A narrow wind complains all day. D. Nature, like us, is sometimes caught. Please pause the video as you make your selection. Question 6. The central image of this poem is a bleak winter's day. Write a paragraph that describes how the structure of the poem helps to communicate this central image. Cite at least 2 details from the poem to support your response. Please pause the video as you complete this answer. Question 7. The footnote to the poem defines diadem as a crown. How does the connotation of the word diadem show the speaker's feelings about nature? Use details from the poem to support your answer. Please pause the video as you complete the answer. Question 8. How does the author use dialogue to reveal the different point of view of Tom and Alec? Use details from the play to support your answer. Please pause the video as you write your answer. Question 9. Read the statement below. In the play, the setting helps to reveal how each brother feels about moving. Write a paragraph supporting this statement. Cite at least 2 pieces of evidence from the story to support your response. Please pause the video to write your answer. Question 10. Extended response. Think about how Alec's monologue contributes to the meaning of the play. What details in this speech help you better understand Alec's feelings? Be sure to include details from the play in your answer. In your answer, be sure to explain how the monologue expresses Alec's feelings about moving away from his home. Identify language in the monologue that reveals aspects of Alec's character. Use details from the play in your answer. Check your writing for correct spelling, grammar, capitalization, and punctuation.